intense there in that last lap of the race. You had to put on your thinking cap.
Yeah, I knew Chris, as good as he was running the bottom, when we got to them lap cars, it was going to work to my advantage. We got up to that 16, and he didn't know where he wanted to be, so I sure as hell couldn't figure it out. And it was going to get me, so I just went to the bottom and stopped and hoped Chris followed me in. I raced with a lot of guys, but I'll tell you, Chris is the cleanest driver I've ever raced against. He gave me enough room. He could have just come out and took the racetrack and probably won the race, but he just gave me enough racetrack that we could race back, and I really enjoyed racing with him.
Well, Chris, for a couple of laps there, I guess about the 17th or 18th lap, he got by you. Did you think he could get back in front?
No, it seemed like the car wanted to flip down in 3 and 4, but I figured we got all winter to fix it. I might as well just run this son-of-a-bitch, and the way it worked out, it just, I got lucky.
Well, I've made it till the end. I'll tell you what, this win, as we mentioned, an exclamation point on the season. For a long time in 1990, it looked like the wins were going to be few and far between.
Yeah, it was hard for us to win, and then Donnie not showing up today, everybody's going to say all winter that I backed into this deal, but we raced, 97, 98 races, and if he didn't beat me in that amount, maybe I was just meant to win. And to win that championship is more to the owner and the crew than to the actual driver. The driver wins the races, the crew keeps the car going and stuff like that, and, I just want everybody to know how much I appreciate them helping me.
Well, the point series for Central Pennsylvania in this car have the same sponsors. You think they knew something up front?
No, it's, I was kidding the guys. I've been really lucky here drawing the poles and stuff like that at the end of the year. But all year we start by points, and I start 10th, 11th, and 12th. Like the racing just goes in cycles, and it was just my turn to, have a little bit of luck. And I'm just glad to be able to do it here at the end of the year.
There's a guy that doesn't say too much during the course of the season. He walks around, shakes his head one way or the other way, either up and down or sideways. His name's Bud Lawrence. He's had himself, I know it's been the highlight of his career, but you can't say enough about him.
No, him and Shirley just keep, giving us whatever it takes. We're not the highest financed team in Pennsylvania, but I'll guarantee you there's no more determined people to race than I got. And sometimes I think it's better to have a deal like that than one of them high-pressure deals. And like I say, I'm just really glad to be driving for them.
A couple of years ago, you were going race to race, hoping you'd get enough money in the purse so that you could race the next race. You've come a long way.
Yeah, and it's just, everybody works hard, and, everybody in Pennsylvania does. That's why I feel so good about winning this overall championship. The guys, it wouldn't be nothing to win if you didn't respect the guys you race with. And I think a lot of everybody we race with here, and that just makes it all the better.
When it comes to respect, back when you were racing in the modified division, there was a whole lot of people yelling and screaming. There was rough riding charges and everything else. But, one of the quotes from the fans or the things they've thought about in the past and watched you race, they don't see that. They don't understand why all those charges from before in that other division.
Well, you just, it's a give and take deal. If somebody gives to you, you just give it back, and if you don't, the next time they get up beside you, they're going to give it to you again, and it's just a give and take deal. If somebody races me is, pretty clean, I don't claim to be the cleanest driver, and I don't come out here to make friends, but I just come out here to run as hard as I can, and to stay in the car, I got to do what it takes, and that's what I just try and do.
You talk about respect. I know that this title is very prestigious for a real good reason, and that is, it doesn't get any better than Central Pennsylvania sprint car racing. There's a lot of guys out here that could win a lot of races if they were racing somewhere else.
Yeah, this is one of the tougher areas to race, other than the World Outlaws in California a little bit. This is definitely the area, and that's, like I say, that's why I really enjoy winning this deal.
All right, let's look at 1991 for a second here. You're going to be coming back, we assume, but we want to find out from you for sure. You'll be coming back as the Central Pennsylvania defending champion. I know, and we can't say yet everything about next year's point series because there'll be some announcements at the York County Racing Club banquet in January, but it looks like things are falling into place for a tremendous 1991 in Central Pennsylvania. How about you? Is the team going to stick together? You got same sponsors, same crew, and everybody else?
Yeah, Bush and WSBA and York Mail Service, and obviously Bud, they'll all be with us. Hopefully we can get just a little bit more help and get a little stronger motor program, and then, we'll be able to run better every week.
There's a couple times this summer, I know you were scratching your head. You were in serious motor trouble during the middle part of the season. Anything in particular helped pull you out of that? Were you able to get what you needed and get back on course?
Well, we just told Davey we want to go as fast as we can. You know, now the man can only give you what you spend, and that's what he was doing. So he told us what we had to do, and he got us going. The last couple motors he did for us really seemed to run pretty good. You know, they're not Steve Kinser's motors, but we're not putting Steve Kinser parts in them. And for what we got, he did us a pretty good job here at the end of the year.
What's your plans for the off season? What are you going to be doing over the winter months now?
Well, the winter months, I guess, are December and January, and then it's back to racing, and we got to get the cars ready in between then. So, you know, just take a couple weeks off and try and get ready for next year.
Did I hear somebody back here yelling dinner, dinner? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, I guess dinner and a lot of Christmas shopping for her.
Well, very good. Fred, we congratulate you. It's been a tremendous season. Best wishes, and we look forward to seeing you right back here again next year.
Well, thank you very much.
Your 1990 Central Pennsylvania Sprint Car Point Series champion, Fred Rahmer.